When infants come into the world, their brains are primed and ready to learn language. Actually, there's a language center in the brain, an area that's devoted to language. And but the important thing for us as parents to remember is that that language won't develop unless it's stimulated in some way from the outside world. And so what that means for families is that means talking with your baby, making sounds and cooing with your baby, singing with your baby, laughing with your baby, all of those different types of communications that we use is the way that we activate that part in your baby's brain to learn language. So when you're doing all those things, that's the very, very beginning of vocabulary learning for your child. Just learning to be responsive to the human language, to words that are spoken to him. As babies get older, you can see in their eyes, you can see in their mouth, you can see in their body movements when they're being talked to. They're responding. All you have to do is watch, and you'll see the type of responses that you're going to get from your baby. It's different. Some babies will smile, some babies will wiggle, some babies will look at you, some babies will wave their arms. But that responsiveness to language is very, very important early on. As your child grows and learns and is responsive to language, you're going to be saying the child's name or another family member's name over and over again. And pretty soon, you're going to see a specific response when his brother's name is mentioned or his own name is being mentioned. That is a very important part of vocabulary development, being responsive and understanding specific words. Parents contribute greatly to their child's communication and vocabulary growth, and we know that this starts in infancy. So the more families talk with their children, the more vocabulary words their children will learn. And this becomes very, very important for communication. Communication skills are some of the most important skills that we'll learn and use for the rest of our lives. But it's not only communication skills that we're interested in when we're talking about vocabulary. Vocabulary development is critical for learning to read. We want our children to be good readers. So in order for that to happen, they have to have a rich and varied and robust vocabulary when they start to school. We know that there's a direct relationship between reading and vocabulary. So in essence, good vocabulary equals good reading comprehension.